Hey boys! This is a video that I wanted to make for a while, and it's something that I've talked about in previous Q&As and stuff, but I never really made a dedicated video on it. And before you guys even watch any more of the video, I want to put a disclaimer out there. I don't want this to seem boastful in the slightest. I just want to give you my true experience with the sole hope that this video inspires somebody, motivates somebody to continue the grind, because in the end, it all could be worth it. But as you see, I am going to be talking about and discussing with you guys my YouTube story. I like videos like this where I can just sit down, be serious for a minute, and just talk to you guys about your boy. Because I have done a few Q&As on the channel, so you guys know a little bit about me, but a lot of you don't know the background of what it actually took for me to create a channel and get to this point in my YouTube career. And like I said, guys, I am not being boastful in the slightest, but I do have to talk about some of the successes that I've had to fully explain what I've had to gone through to get to where I am. So hopefully you guys understand that. I do not have the wrong intentions whatsoever. I just want to motivate and hopefully help one person out there. And if you guys do want to see videos like this more often where I just sit down and talk to you guys, let me know in the comments and drop a like if you have any things you want me to talk about. And I am thinking about doing a Q&A, so if this video can hit, let's say 2,500 likes, I'll do a Q&A next weekend, and leave your questions for that Q&A in the comment section below to have a chance to be featured in that video. 2,500 likes and we will make that happen. Subscribe if you're new, turn on the notification bell if you haven't. But with that said, I want to talk about my YouTube journey. So I began making videos back in probably 2008. Me and a couple of my friends. You guys have probably seen like the clips, the dumb videos I made in the past, in the video where I reacted to my old videos on my 100K special. But if you haven't, I started making videos back in 2008, just for fun, just to be stupid with my friends. And then I decided to take my own path in 2009. Keep in mind, this is almost 10 years ago, or about 9 years ago at this point, when I started my first ever channel and started to upload regularly and try to build a name for myself on YouTube. The reason why I started in gaming and the reason I got a capture card in the first place was, it's the funniest story. I used to be addicted to Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 to be exact. In Search and Destroy, I got a final kill cam on the map Afghan. If you know what I'm talking about, you're an OG. Threw a throwing knife across the map. It hit the plane in the middle of Afghan and like bounced off and killed somebody. I randomly threw it, had no idea where the last guy was, and got the final kill, and it was on the kill cam. And I was like 13, 14 at the time. I was screaming, hoping to God somebody in there got that recorded, and nobody responded, nobody had it recorded. And at that moment, I told myself, I'm going to buy a capture card so nothing like this ever happens again and I don't get it on video. So that is when I guess my YouTube career, where I started taking it seriously, began. I began uploading Call of Duty videos in 2009 and uploaded them for about a year and a half, and I actually built a pretty decent subscriber base for the time it was in. Like in 2009, I think I had roughly 3,000 subscribers on a Call of Duty channel. And like, I hate the thought, and this is the worst part about it all. I was just talking to some people about it earlier. I hate the thought of what if I never stopped on that channel. If I had kept grinding and stayed consistent all throughout the years, where I would be at today. But you cannot change your past, and all you can do is continue to grind and move forward. You make your mistakes, you learn from them, and you become better because of them. So I do ask the question, what if, but I do not look back and regret anything, because I've made it to where I am for a reason, and maybe that was part of the reason. Now, I continued to be active on that channel for about a year and a half, and then I had like people around my school, and keep in mind, I was still young. I was like 14, 15, and it was just like Call of Duty montages and stuff. That's really how I got started, like trick shotting and sniping and stuff like that. That's what I like recording, making montages and stuff. Wasn't making any money or anything. I was just doing it for fun. And then like a lot of people like in my school found out, and I was really embarrassed. I didn't want people to know me as like the nerd, like, and looking back, it was dumb because it was something I really did enjoy, but I was embarrassed, and I didn't want to be looked at differently. So I kind of lost interest and kind of stopped, and I hate it because there were so many memories. Like, I spent so much time like making videos and stuff, and I deleted my channel at like 3,000 subscribers. I deleted it. When you delete your channel, I'm not sure if it's different now. When you used to delete your channel, you delete it and you could recover it, but all your videos are gone. Hundreds and hundreds of videos I had uploaded will never be seen again because they got deleted. I recovered that channel, but that doesn't bring any of the videos back, and I hate it because I just want to go back and just remember some of the things I went through, but I won't be able to ever watch the videos again because I'm dumb. But that was a mistake I made. A couple months went by, I knew I made a mistake. So what I did, I came back, I recovered my channel, and I made a new channel because back in the day, it wasn't really all about subscriber count and everything like that. I wanted my subscribers to be active, and I wasn't getting that many views of videos, so I made a new channel and got all my subscribers to go over there. And then I uploaded for a couple more months, and once again, I don't know why, I don't know what came across me. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop again. I made one final montage, and it was actually really cool because I had guys like, if you're an OG and you remember Toy Soldier, he had commented on that. I had Zerka, who's huge on YouTube today. He's in the Sidemen. He commented on a couple of my videos. The boy who camps, or that guy who camps is his name. He was huge back in the day too. I had all these guys comment, and I was like, dude, why am I, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I stopping? Like, am I doing this for attention? I was dumb. I was dumb and young and like 15 at the time. And so I built like 2 channels up to like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers combined and just gave it all away. Well then, after I did that, I took a different direction on that same channel where I was doing like Call of Duty videos and stuff. I stopped doing the gaming stuff and completely changed course. My 2 passions in life were writing and sports. I was addicted to both. My best like quality in school was always writing, so I wanted to be a sports journalist. So you know what, I was like, I'm gonna start doing some sports stuff on my channel. So I completely switched gears from a Call of Duty channel to a channel where I just like talked about sports. And I was doing it on the second channel that I had made, and I mean, I got a little bit of a following, and you know, I got the idea, and I finally got the thought of like, what if I actually started making money from this? Well, I started grinding, I got to where I made money on my videos, and then another problem happens. I had what is called AdSense on my channel, and it got disabled after months of grinding and trying to make money before I got that first paycheck. And keep in mind, I'm still about like, I may be a junior in high school now. I think I'd made like $80, and I was waiting on the $80 check, and I was so excited. And then the part of my channel that made money got disabled because of, I don't know why, because I think somebody like watched the ads too many times. I don't know, but it got disabled, and it can never be enabled again. So on that channel that I built, I would never for the rest of my life be able to make money from it. And I was so disappointed and so sad. I was absolutely crushed because I built a decent following on that channel for me as like a sportscaster, a sports like analyst, I guess you could say, at a young age. And it was all gone. Never be able to make money again. And I was like, well, this is dumb. And one last time, I had this channel, this current channel I'm using today. That's the last YouTube channel I'd made in the past. And I was like, this channel could potentially make money down the road. Let me try one last time. Made a video on my old channel. I told everybody, if you were still there, this is the last channel I'm ever gonna make, and we're still here today. Now, if you go back and watch the first ever videos on this channel, they're embarrassing. It's like my junior, maybe senior year of high school, and I did what I told you guys I did. I recapped sports. I talked about Alabama, talked about the Titans, talked about the Red Sox, and the videos sucked. But I enjoyed myself, and over the years, I gained a half-decent following doing what I did. Now, I finally got partnered, I think, in the year 2013. That's where I finally started making some money, and it was cool, but I wasn't making hardly anything at all. But I finally was like, this is cool. This is my start. Now, fast forward a couple years, I'm a freshman, maybe getting close to a sophomore in college. I was doing this not every single day, but I was uploading a lot of videos, just not super consistent, and it was my only source of income. I had never had a job before. I was still trying to, and I was like, I got to like 10,000 subscribers over like 4 or 5 years after I'd already built a channel of 3,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, and I wasn't getting that many views of video. And over that stretch of time, I took about a year where I was trying to transition from doing like the sports analysis videos because I knew they weren't really going to go anywhere. From that to gaming. I thought there was more, you know, potential to build a brand, build a channel from gaming. And like I had a channel with like, it was like roughly 10,000 subscribers. I was getting like 200 views a video. Like after doing it for like 6 years, man, I know it was like October, maybe like 2015. I was just like, it's time to stop dreaming and it's time to hang it up. I felt like I was just wasting my time. I felt like at that point, if I was good enough at making YouTube videos, I just thought, you know, I wasn't good enough. Because over 6, 7, maybe 7 years of making videos, I'd got to only 10,000 subscribers. I built a base that only gave me like 100 views a video, 200 views a video. It's like, dog, I'm just wasting my time. Like, it was a nice dream and all. I gave it my all. I mean, I worked at it, but I just told myself I wasn't good enough, so I hung it up. And it was a really tough time in my life too, because like I had no source of income, and I was always somebody that I was a great saver. I was a great saver in terms of like saving all the money I'd ever got from anything. So I was always used to having a decent amount of money saved up, especially for my age, especially for not having an actual job, because that's another point that I always told myself growing up, that I never wanted to work for somebody else. And it's not a laziness thing, it's just a part of me that I always felt growing up, that I don't want to live my life working for somebody else. Like, I want to enjoy my life. I want to do what I want to do. I want to wake up every day and love what I do. So at that point, I was like, that's gone. Like, I can't, like, this isn't going to work. I have to find like another option, because this has failed. I considered myself a failure. And it was already, like I said, a rough time in my life. I had no more income because I'd stopped making YouTube videos. I didn't know what I was doing. I moved out for the first time in my life. I moved into an awful, disgusting apartment because I had really no money, and that's the only thing I could afford. And it was the lowest time of my life. I remember I came home one weekend, and I was scared to check my bank account because I knew I was getting low, and I knew if I looked at it, I was going to be more depressed than what I already was. My mom said, hey, I had to transfer some money out of your account, and I'm going to put it back next week. You're down to like $150. And I was used to having like $5,000, $6,000 in the bank at a time, man. I was like, dog, something's got to change. Like, this is my last shot. Like, I got to do something. Like, this is my life. I don't want my life to suck. And that's the point. I was like, my life is going to be awful. At that moment, I was like, there's something I got to do. And the first thing that came to my mind, I started to miss YouTube because I love the creativity. I love putting myself out there. I just love the whole video making process. I love engaging with my viewers. I love the idea of the potential behind it. It's like, you know what? I'm going to give it one last shot. I'm going to give this thing one last shot. And keep in mind, man, at this point, I'm in like the worst mental stage of my life. I move back home. I start making YouTube videos. I make it a point to make a YouTube video every single day for the first time in my life. I mean, I'd been consistent on YouTube before, but it was never like a daily thing. I never treated it as a job. I treated it as a job for the first time. And in the previous 7 years of my life doing YouTube, I went from 0 to 10,000 subscribers, getting like 200 views a video at max, maybe some here and there that did well. In the first month of coming back to YouTube full time, to give it one last shot after not telling myself I was good enough, after telling myself that I was not going to be successful, that I was just not good, like it's not in the cards for me. I went from 10 to 25,000 subscribers in 1 month after taking 6 years to go from 0 to 10,000. I persevered. I kept grinding. I never gave up. It takes one shot, my dudes. It takes one shot. You have to stay patient. You have to stay consistent. You got to give it your all. And it's something that can be mentally draining because sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough, you're not good enough. But I stuck through it, man. And I went from 10 to 25,000. The 25,000 turned to 30,000. The 35,000 turned to 40,000. I was, like I said, I'm not being boastful. I'm just saying this to hopefully inspire somebody. I was actually making more money than I thought I was going to ever make. Because sitting in that apartment, like being told I had $150 left, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, man, I'm going to have to go work a job that I told myself I never was going to do. I want to live a dream. But I was at the point where like the dream's not realistic anymore. Like it's not going to happen. I'd already told myself it wasn't good enough. But I gave it one last shot. Persevered. And the key is, boys, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. And you have to get that one shot. And once you get it, you have to make the most of it. So it's not all like success, man. 7 years it took me to get to where I am. I'm never satisfied, but I'm sure as hell proud of what I've accomplished and what I went through and what I persevered through. Like, if I can do it, trust me, you can do it too. And the reason I want to even like share this with you guys is because I met a fan on New Year's Eve, no older than 12 or 13, and he was just talking to me about, how he was trying to start his channel and how he was making videos and he just wasn't getting any views. He's putting so much work into it. He had 50 views one video and he was so ecstatic, but he was just like, it's not going to work for me. And I don't want people to think it's all been success. Like, it took 7 years, man. It took 7 years for me to catch my break. And for some reason, I finally caught my break and you guys have stuck around. You guys have stuck around and given me more than I ever thought I was gonna get in my life. Like, I never thought I was gonna get to this point. I never thought I could upload a video and you guys, 20,000 people around the world watch it within a couple hours. Like that, I will forever be grateful. And I'll forever be in debt to you guys. But I don't want you to ever think it was easy. I don't want you to ever think that you're not good enough. Because that's what I thought. I thought, like, dog, like, I just suck. Like, I put myself down. Like, I'm somebody that never thinks highly of, like, any ability that I have. I never think highly of myself. And for some bit of time, I thought, like, maybe this is what, like, one of the only things I'm good at in life. And then I just came to the conclusion that I'm not. But, dog, I gave it one last shot in, like, the 6th, 7th year of making videos. And I finally have taken the opportunity and kept on growing and staying consistent with you, with my family, because you guys are my family. And you guys are there for me, and I promise you guys I'm always going to be there for you. And being there for you, I believe, is me taking times like this and sharing stories with you guys to give you my past experiences to hopefully help one of you out there, motivate you and inspire you to keep living, like, go after your dream, dog. Like, this is your life to live. Don't let anybody else tell you what you can and cannot do. Don't let your mind and your negative thinking limit you from your dreams, because if you stay patient and stay consistent, life will grant you with some of the greatest blessings you would never thought in a million years you'd be able to accomplish and be able to experience and be able to live a dream that you never thought you were going to be able to live. Just stay patient and trust in life. And yes, it may take a little bit of luck, but as long as you stay patient and trust in life, that luck will come eventually, and you have to make the most of it. Whether it be YouTube, a business, anything, just grind, trust in life, and be great. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. Hopefully I went over every single point, and you guys learned a little bit more about my YouTube story. It wasn't always success, but god dang, we finally made it somewhere. For some reason, you guys have stuck around and enjoy me at least a little bit, or you wouldn't be subscribed and watched this and clicked on this video. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, man, thank you for everything you guys have given me. Like, I am forever grateful, and I'm going to continue to grind, try my best to stay consistent, because you guys deserve every little thing from me possible. That said, boys, stay grinding. Let me know what your dream is in the comment section below. That's what I want you to let me know. Leave your questions for a Q&A, and let me know what your dream is. Let me know what it is that you want to do to live your life to the fullest. Let me know what that one thing is that you want to do, that you know you'd wake up and tell yourself, like, dog, I'm a lucky man. Like, not many people get to love what they do every single day. So many people out there, like, wake up, dread going throughout their day and living. I don't want to dread living. I want to wake up every day and be excited and happy to live. Like, because life is such a beautiful thing. Do what you want, grind at what you want, and turn life into what you want it to be. So with that said, boys, that's going to do it for me. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't. I'll catch you guys next time. Great rest of your day. Peace.